Hi, this is Nick, and this is just my thoughts for the week. It's just a series where I talk about things I thought about that week. And this week, my thoughts have been, well, my first thought was on an article I read by The Guardian. I say an article, it's just like a letter that people write in. So people write in letters to The Guardian, and The Guardian picks a letter, and you get to read that person's thoughts and feelings and opinions on a particular subject or a particular person or whatever. And this week's article was a letter to my mother-in-law. Now, when I first saw it, I thought, okay, the mum's gonna be crazy, isn't it? Or it might not be that. Like, I read a lot of bad things about people's mother-in-laws, like people having just like terrible experiences with their significant other's parents, and it tends to be like that parent is crazy. So that was my initial thought. But when I read the article, I was like, why hasn't your significant other, if your significant other just mediated, like from the start, just mediated or just tried to make your mother see how good of a person you are, you wouldn't even be having these problems, because it ended on a happy note in a way. Like the mother-in-law and her now are a lot closer. They have a better, like much more healthier relationship than they did in the beginning. But my initial thought was, if your partner just mediated, from the very start, just sat down with his mother and made his mother see why he was so in love with you and why you're his girlfriend, turned from girlfriend to wife to the mother of his children, then you wouldn't have had the problems you were having. But I don't know. I just thought your husband's a dick. That was my initial thought. That's not a nice thing to say, but that's what my first thought was. And I wanted to see what other people's opinions were, but then on that website, they don't have comments for people's letters. I guess they're worried because it's like people, like regular people writing these letters. You don't want like people writing horrible comments like, oh, about your life. So I get it. I get why they don't have a comment section, but it would have been interesting to see what other people have thought about those letters. Especially there was like one letter like ages ago, because I read quite a few of them. And there's one letter a few months ago that really got my blood boiling. Like I've never been cheated on before, and um, but I know that it's a bad thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I've seen like the effects of cheating on people, and not just the person who's been cheated on, but their children. You know, I was raised in a single household, so single parent household, so I know. My mum didn't have to tell me my dad had cheated. You just figure things out like one down the line. But that just made my blood boil, and that letter was about a It was about, it was a mistress writing the letter to the now ex-wife. And when you read the letter and how self-centered this woman is, how, it just made my blood boil. She just came across like such a prick. And I don't even, I don't swear on a regular basis. I'm actually a very nice person, but you couldn't even sympathize or feel anything for this woman. She just came across as a dickhead, and I just wasn't here for it. And it would have been really interesting to see what the comment section was saying then, so I can understand why they don't have comment sections, because some letters were just like, wow, you wrote a whole letter to someone and you don't even realize that you just writing a letter just makes you seem like a dick. Anyway, on a much more happier note, my second thought of this for this week has been basically, yay Nicole, I've been like exercising more. I'm trying to take basic steps, like smaller steps to a more healthier lifestyle, because about a year ago. So I started my backstory. I started my birth control. I'm on the implant at the moment, and I started my birth control about, it's been like 2 years ago, but I've been on birth control for like maybe 3 years now. And the birth control that I'm still on, I'm currently on the implant, but before I was on the patch. And this implant, the implant, my doctor told me like from the start, like before I even got it in my arm, when I was just consulting on what contraceptive I was thinking of going on, they told me straight away, you're going to gain weight, and number two, your it will affect your period, whether that be you don't have periods, whether that be you have very heavy periods, like very heavy regular periods, it's going to affect your body. So I should have known that a year ago when I decided to copy my boyfriend and go on that scale and weigh myself and do my IBM. Is it an IBM? Whatever it's called. You know when you see if you're overweight or not. It was gonna come back that I was slightly overweight. I remember I was like average. I went from being average to being slightly overweight. So I was upset. I'm not gonna lie. I was upset. I was crying. I was so upset that I'd like become overweight. Like I'm fat. And then my boyfriend was like, but you're on birth control. They told you you were going to put on weight. You can still wear a size 10 and a size 8. You're not fat. You're not fat. You know, you have just, that weight is probably from your birth control. And if you came off birth control, you'd probably go back to being what you was before because you don't eat that bad, and you don't, you exercise now and then. But I wasn't exercising that much back then. So when I saw that, I was like, we're making a change. We're going to the gym every day. Like, we're going to change. So I tried to go for a more rapid change. I tried to go to the gym like all the time and like have like 2 rest days and then just go like 5 times a week. But it was just unrealistic, if I'm being honest. Like, as soon as I got home, I didn't really want to go to the gym. Then I'm forcing myself to go to the gym with my boyfriend. We're working out. Yes, I feel better after I've done it, but I don't know. I just wasn't. When I'm at the gym, I didn't feel that comfortable. And there's all these people around. Even if I'm in a female-only section of the gym, I still didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel like I was pushing myself as hard as I could as when I'm at home. So I ended up just not really doing the gym thing anymore. Maybe I will go back to the gym, but I feel like when you want to change for a healthier lifestyle, I feel like taking baby steps is you're going to see more change if you take lots of small baby steps than if you try to go for big leaps. And that's what I've been focusing on. So I've been starting with my diet. I've been, making sure I eat more healthy meals, which I've always had. Like, at the moment, I don't even cook my meals. These days, my boyfriend's mum does, but I eat pretty healthy. I try not to snack as much. One thing I've been doing that's really helped is because I feel hungry quite quickly because I used to scoff my food down. But now I've been taking like 20 minutes to like eat my dinners, and that seems to work pretty well for me. So I didn't have much to worry about there. But my main thing that I've been focusing on this week is doing basic exercises for like 20 minutes, 10-20 minutes around the house. So I've been doing like 150, what do they call it? Squats every day. And I've been doing crunches, I've been doing like basic cardio as well. There's a dog, we have a dog in this house, and we take it for walks, me and my boyfriend do. And there's a woods near his house, and we take the dog for walks sometimes. Well, it's been quite regularly. That's why I've been kind of proud of myself. And when we take the dogs for the walk, it's like an hour-long walk through the woods and past a lake, like no river, and near like I don't even know what you'd call that bit. It's like a beach, I wouldn't even call it a beach. I don't know what I'd call it. Like let's just call it a beach, but like no, a beach and stuff, and it's just like a whole. It's just you're going through a bunch of different terrains, I guess, different environments, not terrains, but there's like a farm as well. There's just like lots of nature, and me and my boyfriend, we take the dog for a walk around there. And when we do that, I'm way active because I go running with the dog for a bit, then I'll walk, then I'll run again, then I walk. And I feel like that's the type of exercise that I need. It's something that I enjoy rather than going to the gym. I just don't enjoy that. I just don't. It's just a forced chore, and I don't see the results because I wiggle my way out of it rather than every day just doing a little bit of something. So that's what I've been doing. I've just been exercising every day, doing a little bit of something in my house. So that's it really. That's all I wanted to talk about. These are my thoughts for today. This video